But another thing that I'm really have responded to as we've shaped the piece is that you don't take everyone so seriously. Is that there's a ton of humor in it. Some of these people are absolutely, to me anyway, hysterical in some of their kookiness. I'm thinking particularly of Dear President Mr. Herbert Hoover, this woman who imagines that Herbert Hoover will intercede to get her out after she got into some altercation at the YMCA with someone who told her she stole postcards from the White. I mean, like, there are a number of wonderfully kind of kooky people who wind up here too, and not all depressing.
Right.
There's something about embracing the kind of quirky humanity that you see in the different characters who sing to us, aspects of yourself reflected.
Yes.
Maybe each of them has gone, there's like a little line where they go, okay, right, that's probably why you wound up at the asylum.
Yeah.
But there's enough of it that is relatable.
Yeah, it was important to me too. Like, each story tends to take me to a certain place, and sometimes I end up in a completely different place than I thought when I was starting. But I wanted to make sure that if I was going to have this done as a theatrical event, that it was, it was a complete evening, and that it wasn't just the same thing over and over again. Because there are some really dark things in this too, and it was important to me that we just have the texture of a well-rounded theatrical experience. But that, speaking about Dear President Mr. Hoover, I was just so amused by the letter that is in one of those suitcases, and you can't see the content of the letter itself, but you see that she addressed this letter, Dear President Mr. Herbert Hoover, and then through other bits and pieces of letters that I could find in those photographs, there was talk about, we'll try to help you get out, but you promise you can't hurt that girl again at the Y. And, so it were those kinds of things. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm wondering if this sort of thing happened to her. But I was, completely amused with that story, and had such a great time writing it. And Nancy is like so incredible in it.
Yeah,
she has really brought that character to life.
It's a showstopper.
I imagine all acoustic. That was something, because that just speaks to me as a composer. That is kind of my wheelhouse. But I never thought that the actors would be playing. But then after seeing this group of actors and seeing how it works with everyone in the way that you have incorporated it all and making those instruments just a part of the storytelling was it just made sense to me. It made